Inglourious Basterds, a bold twist on history. Let's talk about one of the most talked about war movies in the 20th century. Inglourious Basterds, directed by Quentin Tarantino, the legendary director. This movie isn't just a easily movie that you can watch and get rid of. It's a movie which is bold, intense, and use violence with a mixture of comedy, as Tarantino always does. Right from the start, even the misspelled title, Bastard with E instead of Bastard with A, tells you that things are going to be different, and it absolutely do. Rather than sticking to a real event, Inglourious Basterds creates its own alternate story. In this movie, there is two stories combined together. One is about American Jewish soldiers, which named Bastard with E, as Tarantino chose it to be, which are set out to hunt down top Nazi leaders. And at the same time, another story is happening, which is about a young woman which is Jewish named Shosanna, and she survived from a massacre by Nazis, and she wanna get a chance to get her family's revenge from them. So let's go through this story of resistance and revenge. As I said, we have two storylines. One of them, which is about the bastard, the American Jewish soldiers, which are led by Lieutenant, which is played by Brad Pitt. He's so bold in this movie and acts a mixture of comedy with seriousness and a bit of curiosity. In this movie, Brad Pitt is the leader of Bastard, and he got this intense accent, southern accent, and a clear mission which he wanted to take down as many Nazis as possible and spread fear amongst them, which he does. In the second story, we have Shosanna. So we met Shosanna with new identity as a Jewish, as a Nazi-occupied woman, which has her own theater. And when Nazis plan to premiere their movie in her theater, she sees the chance and thinks it's the best opportunity for her to take her family's revenge. What's brilliant is how both stories lead to an explosive ending, both of them, and they're both emotionally and literally lead to this end. This movie's cast performance was an unforgettable match. Their acts together and their performance make a frame which is unforgettable. Brad Pitt as Lieutenant was so intense, but at the same time he was so funny in a Tarantino way, and Tarantino does these things a lot in his movies, a mixture of violence with a bit of comedy. But about Christoph Waltz, which was a real scene stealer, and his performance won him an Oscar, which he deserved it. His character in this movie as Colonel was so polite, but at the same time, with his charm, he has a bit of violence and madness. And this is what makes him so amazing and somehow make it more interesting for audiences to watch. But let's not forget about Shosanna, that Mélanie Laurent shines as Shosanna here. Her character doesn't speak much, but her expressions and her intensity will tell you everything. And you cannot take your eyes off of them. About the director of this movie, Tarantino, you know, as you see Tarantino's movie, all their fans love scenes like violence, brutal violence, clever dialogues, and some adventurous scenes that Tarantino's do them all, and you can see these scenes in his movie, the clever and sharp dialogues and those intense scenes that will show you slowly the violence and the mixture of comedy with the brutal acts and violences, which in this movie is performed by Brad Pitt as Lieutenant. One of the most famous scenes and one of the most tensest is take place in an inn, in a hotel thing, tavern thing, which characters and performance in this movie pretend to be someone else which they're not. And in this scene, Tarantino shows the way and her ability to build suspense. And this is what makes him a perfect director. When Inglourious Basterds came out, critics and also audiences loved it. And it also made over 300 million worldwide, and it picked up several Oscar nominations and other awards worldwide. The important thing about this movie is that how it turned a historical thing, into a fiction, into a historical fiction, and new things and new grippings. So don't forget to like and subscribe us. Our channel is Stay With Cinema, so like it, subscribe it, and share it with your friends.